Hey, what is happening? What is happening? Ooh, there we go. We are celebrating today 5,000 subscribers. And before we get into the meat of the show today, we have to do some preliminaries that we do every single time that we have a show. And you know what that is. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about the fact that we have a creed around here, and that is this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. Together, we can achieve much more than if we only dream alone or create alone. So remember, we are here to build community. We are here to help one another grow musically. And I want to see each and every one of you produce more this year than you have ever before. And I've got some plans already in place to kind of help to guide that process. So hopefully we all can grow together. And looking forward to hearing some great music come out of your personal studios. I'm going to try to see if I can put my headphones on with the party hat. Oh, looks like it's going to work. Looks like it's going to work. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is these awesome people that surround this community that keep this channel going. These are individuals who have donated through the Super Chat feature. You can see the money that they have donated that is cumulative on the left-hand side. So James Sheets is at the top of the charts with $70 total Super Chat donations. Off to the right of his name, you'll see a small logo with $10. That means that he is a $10 a month Patreon member. Pirate Beats, Zave Ryan, VST404, our buddy Mark George, who says 0 next to that. That's not supposed to say 0. But anyway, Zave is on the chat. Nice to see each and every one of you here, by the way. Alexi, X.O, Music Man Neil, nice to see you. Micah, good to have you here. Bongonzo, I've already made you a moderator just in case anything gets out of hand. You can kind of rope them in. Bop Studios, good to see you again. Ben Grauer, nice to see you, buddy. Randall Hibbard, wow, the chat is just on fire with some awesome individuals. So thanks to each and every one of these chart toppers who have made this channel successful. GV Diver, DV Wire, I'm not sure. Good to have you, buddy. Windchime Studio, hey, nice to see you. Zave Ryan, yes. Mark, he says, Bongonzo, what up? So anyway, these individuals who are on the chart toppers chart are individuals who have helped to support the giveaways that we have here. They have helped to support a lot of things. Just outside of monetary support, they're all the time very helpful in the chat, helping to answer questions, to point people towards other videos that I might have that could help them. And so Craig Rodmell, nice to see you, buddy. All the way from New Zealand. Wow. So super cool. So glad to have each and every one of you. Bangladesh. Whoa. So let's go ahead and dive into some of the meat of what we're actually going to be talking about today. And it would appear that this is off-centered. Need to move this back over here. And there we go. Now my spectralizer is where it needs to be. He's all the way from South Africa. Nice. And of course, Zave is from Ireland. He's, wow. Frozen Collars just chimed in. Nice to see you, buddy. Nice to see each and every one of you here. We've got a power-packed show today. Not so much going to be about a lot of tips and tricks today as much as it's going to be about just celebrating this channel. So, however, if you do still have questions and you'd like to ask questions, we're always here for that. If I don't get to them, someone in the chat, I'm sure, will be able to help answer your questions as well. And I'm sorry that I was not able to send everybody a party hat and whatever these things are called. Lizard tongues. I'm not sure. So, at any rate, we're going to be celebrating the channel today. So we're going to go through a little bit of some different things today than what we would normally do. Stay tuned, though, because I will be Heinrich the guitarist. Wow. Thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. You are awesome. Which, by the way, anybody who donates through the super chat will automatically receive a freebie from me. So, Heinrich, you need to PM me at homestudiosimplified@gmail.com. Give me your email address. so that I can send you a freebie for that super chat. Thank you so much. From South Africa. Wow. There are so many nations, creeds, colors, tongues represented here. Awesome. I look like a unicorn. The Music Man Neil says, can I go to sleep? It's 12 a.m. in my country. Absolutely, man. This will be on replay, so you can always come back and watch it. I do appreciate you tuning in nonetheless to at least chime in and say, hey, super awesome. But yeah, we're going to be going over some, hey, that's Gerard. Yeah. Okay, I didn't recognize your channel name there. Awesome. Good deal. Okay, so maybe I should put it off to the side, be all 80s like. It needs to be like bright neon pink if it's going to be 80s though. Or here we go. I'll go full blown like rhinoceros on you guys. What's that? What's up now? Yeah. Yeah. No unicorns in the chat now, huh? All right. Zave says he thought I looked like the Tin Man. Nice. You guys are nuttier than squirrel poop as usual. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into what we're going to be talking about, the width and the breadth of it today. Stay tuned because I am going to be announcing the giveaway winners for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway later in the show. And then we're going to be talking a little bit about just some milestones that this channel has reached other than the subscriber counts, because the thing about the subscriber counts is, as awesome as it is to have 5,000 people that would take the time out to click that little button that says subscribe, it's even more awesome the individuals like you right now in the chat who are taking the time to show up and just add value back into this channel. And the main thing that I love about all of this is just creating that sense of community that we've already created. And apart from even that, I love the fact too that there are other individuals. We've got Bongonzo, we've got X.O here in the chat that have YouTube channels similar to this. And I've been doing my dead level best to kind of like rally us all around this audio community, and not only just like to build our own kingdoms, but to help one another to grow. And that's what this is all about. So before we go any further, I want to give just a small, this won't be nothing, too strenuous for anybody, but I want to give just a small, just a quick sort of rundown of exactly what we've done so far and just kind of talk about that. So we're going to talk about the 5,000 subscribers, milestones, some achievements, and then that sense of community. So Music Man Neil says, I think I won the first prize. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I actually have posted the winners, but I don't know if you did or not, unless you have a different name on there. But if you did, congratulations. If not, there will be more giveaways thanks to our generous super chat donations and Patreon members. All right, so let's go ahead and dive right into this. So let's talk about where it all began. Like, what happened? What was the inception point? What made me think, I need to start a channel? So I started the channel in December 6th of 2010. So that's been close to over 10 years ago now. And it really just started as a means of me just wanting to showcase some ideas, get some things out there. And the thing about it was, I noticed when I was going into forums, I was going onto Facebook groups, I was going into these different places. As a beginner, I was asking these questions, simple questions that I thought would be received with very simple answers. And I was getting all of these technical, just jargon that I couldn't even understand. I had to go and research, which is fine. I'm all about learning. That's fine. But then the other aspect of that was there was like a lot of cynicism that I was met with. Like if you go into a chat group, and unfortunately it's even on Facebook now too, it's not just in the Gear Sluts forum. Oh, I said the name of what that forum was. Ooh, we all know what it was anyway. But anyway, when you post a comment in there and you say something like, hey, I'm thinking about upgrading to a Focusrite 6i6. Do you think that's a good idea? And then you got a million people with all kinds of different opinions. You got people that are just rude, downright rude. And I was met with so much cynicism. And so I thought, you know what? I'm not getting good enough answers. When I get to the point where I can start helping people, I'm going to be that voice that doesn't put them down for quote unquote stupid questions. Because in my opinion, there are no stupid questions. There's just, we all have to have a starting point. Wow. Thank you so much for the $35 super chat. Man alive, you are awesome. So, Bob Studio says, I remember the forum cynics. Exactly. And it was when you get met with that kind of like right from the offset, it just totally turns you away from wanting to reach out for help again. So I wanted to create a community where I could give simple answers to these complex questions, or rather to these questions that seem to be simple, but we're getting complex answers. So that's the whole premise behind Home Studio Simplified. It's to simplify that whole process and break it down like for a 5-year-old, basically. And yeah, we do get into some in-depth topics on the channel. We do do some deep dives at times, but I'm really quick to, and you guys know this, I'm really quick to, like, if you are in the chat and you ask a question and you don't get an answer, I will always follow up and always like try my best to make sure that you get a good answer that you can walk away from and say, okay, I understand that. So super cool. That's pretty much the whole inception. That's where this all started. Now, the first video that I actually posted, even after I opened up the channel, and really the first initial opening of the channel was just to subscribe to other channels that were teaching these types of things. Graham Cochran, Joe Gilder, Warren Hewart, individuals like that who have really helped to get me where I am today. And so I didn't even have the confidence to even post my first video until a year later. And I actually have that first video here that we're going to watch together real quickly. And go ahead and get ready to laugh, because this is, this is it's laugh worthy, but we're going to go ahead and check it out nonetheless. So let me pull up that video real quick. And this, okay, so this was the very first video, again, that I ever posted on the YouTube channel. Let me make sure I get this out here.
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically.
I just paid myself. Okay. And then I'm gonna bring this over here, and we're all gonna bask in the glory of this first video here. Are you ready for this? Here we go. There's the old Buick.
I'm just a man with a guitar in his hand, got a burden for souls and a passion to sing.
So this was literally the back porch of the house that we lived in Crothersville, Indiana. This was literally the back porch. So you're seeing yeah, I had guts for sure. And I am not a builder, so this was like totally out of my, I don't even know how I did it, honestly. And so this song that we're hearing on the video is the first song I ever recorded in this newly built studio. So here's after I closed it all in. And like I said, how I even did this without having really a lot of knowledge of how to build anything, I will never know. Got it all insulated. That was the worst right there, hanging the drywall on the ceiling. Oh my goodness. I about killed myself doing that. And as you can see, it was horrible. Wasn't even met up with anything. So that was about a 10 by 6, I think. 10 by 6 room. So it was a back porch, basically, I converted into my studio. Justin Clark, good to see you, buddy. Actually, Justin Clark remembers this studio. This is where we recorded 4 of his songs. And then I painted the walls yellow. You know why? Because the owner had left yellow paint behind. And I thought, hey, it's yellow, whatever. Tone Mangler, good to see you, buddy. I was so proud of this too. And here's the completion. Nothing too fancy, but you know what, guys? This is the point. It worked. It did. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, that's nice. Oh my goodness. And that was the initial concept of what I was actually going to name it. Thanks, Bob Studios. That door was amazing. And there for the longest time, when I would choose an artist name, it was always Sound Doctrine. That was my sort of solo man band type thing. That's what I called myself. Didn't want to put my name out there because I was too embarrassed. And even to this day, it's hard releasing music, and that's why I understand where you guys are coming from. So definitely a rough start, but a start nonetheless. And just like my buddy here, Gerard, just said in the chat, the lesson is just start. Don't worry about what it looks like, what it's going to sound like, if you're going to have all your ducks in a row, because if you keep waiting for all your ducks to get in a row, it's never going to happen. So just start doing it. So that was the very first video that was released on the channel. And from there, it all just kind of took off, and I just kept doing what I love to do, music. And so the first tutorial that I actually posted, which is where the channel sort of took a shift from just posting my own personal music, my own personal desires and things like that. The first tutorial was posted on May 16th of 2015, and it was all about sidechain compression. And the tutorial was about, I think, 5 minutes long. I have since then revamped my process, so the video is still on YouTube, but it's in an unlisted status so that I can go back and revamp that video later and hopefully make it more gooder. Okay, we're going to use that terminology. Out of that studio, then I released my first album on August 29th of 2015, and the album title was In Pursuit. So I had built the studio, I got my chops up to where I felt like I was actually making something worth releasing. And by 2015, I released my first full-blown 12-song album. Good Night, It Took Forever. It was long nights. It was, yes, always on Cakewalks, Micah. I have never switched from Cakewalk since then. I started with Cakewalk. I'm going to probably end with Cakewalk. There is nothing, I believe, right now that would ever make me change my mind about it. So the thing is, once I released that album, I realized I didn't want to stop there. And so from that point on, I've been releasing music steadily from my home studio. This year has been a little bit more of a lull with everything that's been happening and focusing more on trying to get tutorial content and stuff like that out there. I haven't put as much emphasis on my own music as I have on the music of others. And I do have a couple of songs really that's in the making, but I haven't felt like that they've really developed yet. And I'm not the one that preaches all the time, like force creativity, because I know that it's nearly impossible to force creativity, for me at least. Some people, I know Joe Gilder is really big about get it out there, release it, go, 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 which is good. It works for him, but it doesn't work for me. So I haven't released anything this year, but all the way up from 2015, all the way up until now, I have released either an EP or a single or more than one single every single year. And all that music can actually be found by just simply searching Robert McClellan music. I'm in iTunes, I'm in Spotify, everywhere you can find music, I'm there. I use DistroKid to get that out there. I've had a lot of people ask me like, how do you publish your music? How do you get it out there? DistroKid is like $20 a year, and it gets it into all the major stores without you having to do any extra work. In fact, if you use the link that I'm posting in the chat right now, this is an affiliate link, which means I will get a small cut at no extra cost to you. In fact, not only do I get an extra $5 for you signing up, but you get 7% off a yearly subscription. So you're getting it for even cheaper than what I sign up for. So at $20 a year, though, getting your music out there, all you have to do is upload your artwork and upload your song, and they literally put it everywhere for you. And it's like seamless. Super cool. There's also all kinds of other options on there that you can do, a little bit like little paid for things that you can do to legacy versions and all kinds of other things. Tone Mangler says, do you copyright your music before you release? Okay, so That's a very good question, Tone Mangler. When your music is recorded, especially if it's recorded under your tutelage, under your studio, when you release that music, especially if you release it on something that has timestamps like DistroKid, it is automatically copyrighted. And what I mean by that is it is copyrighted in the sense of it may not have like a form of paper, it may not have whatever it is, but it has a, what do they call that? Not a creative, but oh, the word is like right there on the tip of my tongue. But basically, it's a copyright on your idea. And so you really have to just kind of put it out there. And honestly, most people are not going to steal your music. And if they do, there's ways to find out. With DistroKid, you have trackability. And especially because it'll be on YouTube through DistroKid, you'll have even more trackability. And YouTube will even do some of that hunting for you. If someone uses your song, it will hunt them down and say, hey, you have to remove that, or you have to let the owner know, which would be you in that case. So as soon as you, yes, thank you, Tone Mangler, intellectual property. So as soon as you release it on DistroKid, it becomes copyrighted. You don't have to fill out a bunch of forms. Now you still can, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's always an option to just release it straight from there. So Bop Studio says, plan on going with distro once we have good enough quality material. Awesome. Good deal. Like I said, you don't have to use that link. You're more than welcome to. You'll get an extra 7% off. So, and I get a whopping $5 for everybody that signs up. So Gerard says, is DistroKid better than CD Baby? In my personal opinion, yes. And that is because I tried to go with CD Baby. It's a lot more pricey for one, and there's a little bit more legwork that's involved. The only other cool thing about CD Baby is that it's tied in to where you can actually make printable CDs, which you can do that anyway. Even if you don't have them distribute your music, you can still have them print your CDs. So DistroKid is just so hassle-free. I use it all the time. So and I recommend new students that come into the studio, anybody that wants to release music, I always recommend it. Not just because, and I only became an affiliate like a year ago, or not even a year ago, like about 3 months ago. It was there the whole time. I just never seen it. So Micah says, what is the CD? Well, it's kind of like this little, no, I'm just kidding. Appears more distributive. Yes. And they do it like every time a new platform comes on board, they automatically distribute it there as well. So enough about all that. So let's talk about the who, the what, and the why now. So in case you didn't know, my name is Robert McClellan. Most of you do know that. I was born February 1st of 1982. That actually dates my age, which I don't think I've ever released up until this point. White Noise Studio in the house. What is up, Marlon? Good to have you here, buddy. So, and I'm also from Seymour, Indiana, in case you didn't know that. So White Noise Studio, you have now officially become a moderator on the chat. So if people get out of hand and there's like a lot of fists being thrown and stuff, you're just going to have to rope them in, buddy. Oh, and Alexi is here. Alexi, what is up? I need to put Alexi. Boom. Alexi, you are also a moderator. We got this chat filled up with awesome people here. So, by the way, if you guys have not went and subscribed to Alexi Solovov Music, or to White Noise Studio, or to Bongonzo's channel, or to X.O's channel, or to, let me scroll back up here, make sure I don't miss anybody. Bop Studios, I believe he has a YouTube channel as well. Music Man Neil has got a YouTube channel. Show some love. Go and subscribe to each other's channels. Build that community. That's what this is all about. Awesome. Craig says, I'm just a young, well, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Wow. I don't consider myself young, so that's awesome. That's a huge compliment. Thank you so much. So that's just a little bit about who I am. If you don't know where Seymour, Indiana is, you'll understand that I have sort of a southern drawl. It's because it's a southern, predominantly southern-driven state. And it's in Indiana, which is sort of the middle of the United States. It's close to Canada, but not close enough. It's, they call it sort of like in the Bible Belt area. So I love Seymour, Indiana. It's a very musically inclined city. We have walkways that look like music notation. We are well known for John Cougar Mellencamp. This was his birth birth city. We are also well known for the world's first train robbery. I love my city. I just wish we had more of a music scene here. We did have, 10, 20 years ago, it was nothing to see a bunch of people just out on the sidewalks playing. Not so much now. It's kind of dwindled. But at the same time, hopefully by doing things like this, we can get that music scene to come back where it needs to be. So why did I start the channel? Yet again, we've already discussed this a little bit, but it was for gear reviews. I love reviewing gear, putting it to the test. In fact, I've got some Warman pickups from Warman Guitars. If you have not checked these guys out, they're based out of the UK. Oh my goodness. This guitar right here, this red one, sounded like trash. It was dark. It was muddy. I replaced it, swapped out some the pickups, the stock pickups with Warman pickups. $32, full-blown price, shipping and all. Oh my goodness. They sound just as good, if not even better. Yes, I said it, than Seymour Duncan's. So you guys definitely want to check them out. warmanguitars.uk, I believe is the website. So I started it up for gear reviews, tutorials to help other people, and just all things audio. Anything that interests me, I try to get it on the channel if I feel like it's going to help you guys, or if it's just going to be something entertaining to watch. And obviously, the entire purpose was to help simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. So, and that's become sort of the tagline here. Like every time we go live, I keep driving that home just so that you know exactly what this channel is about. And then the tagline for the entirety of all of this for the community is dream, create, and achieve. So we've talked a lot about the who, the what, the why. We've talked a lot about where I came from. Let's talk about some community milestones now. We're going to talk about some things that because of this channel have taken place, or this channel has taken place in. So the first thing that I want to talk about is here recently during the quarantine, I really started upping my game and doing a lot more live streams. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the fact that I can get on here and interact with you guys live, answer questions, talk to you face to face. I guess is I guess that's a term I could use for that. But in doing so, I realized that there was a lack of community around my channel. And so I wanted to figure out, well, how can I get individuals to start talking to one another outside of YouTube? How can I get individuals to start forming relationships and bonds and networking? And so we started the Quarantine Song Challenge. And during this Quarantine Song Challenge, we had 17 talented, unsigned artists that just bore their soul and submitted songs. And it was absolutely overwhelming. It was amazing to hear the talent that was represented there. It blew me away. And so I went into the community tab after we had done that on YouTube and just posed a real quick poll. And I said, who would like to do these more often? And it was pretty much unanimous that everybody wanted to do these song challenges more often. So I've taken it upon myself now, at least until further notice, we're going to be doing these monthly. So last July, we had another song challenge, and this time was with 38 submissions. And we had an awesome panel of fellow audio lovers and 5 other YouTube content creators, many of which are actually on the stream right now. Bon Gonzo, Marlon Wolternink from White Noise Studio, Ed Thorne from Ed Thorne Rhythm and Sound, Mike Inyo from Creative Sauce, and Alexei Soloviv from Alexei Soloviv Music. Now, that was very, very cool. I have not seen any channel really kind of pull off something like that. I've seen other channels do, like, say, for instance, one sample, 4 producers. I've seen a lot of channels do that, or the 30-minute song challenge or 1-hour song challenge or whatever it might be. And I've seen a lot of, but to actually get everybody together to judge a song, to talk about the song. And in the midst of all of that, not only was there an awesome community that was created in that stream and around that stream and just around those songs, but there was also an awesome amount of community that was created outside of that amongst other YouTubers. So we've all got a Facebook group that we talk back and forth now, and which is super cool. And I have to thank Alexei for, he is just really good about gathering people up that he thinks will be a good fit and just getting them all together and be like, hey guys, introduce yourself to one another. These people are awesome. They're doing great things. So thank you so much for that, Alexei, because if it wasn't for you, I may not have ever met some of these individuals that are just rocking it in the audio world. So thank you so much. We also had recently an amazing interview with Warren Hewitt of Produce Like a Pro. It was the second interview that we had on here, but this interview, I didn't even think the first one could be topped, but this one even topped the last interview that I had with him. He got on and just so much value was created. He tore down so many presuppositions about audio. He tore down so many people's mindsets that they have to have the best of the best to make great music. And he just such a humble guy, such a nice guy. He came on the stream, and I believe that was one of the milestones of this stream here recently, was getting him on here. And we did a lot of great conversation after the fact even. Love Warren Hewitt to death. So, and in doing so, we had a competition on there, or a giveaway on there actually, that anyone who went and signed up for a new Produce Like a Pro membership would be able to win a set of headphones. Now that will be, the drawing for that is going to be after this stream. So I won't be announcing the winner for that, but I will be announcing the winners for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway soon. So yet again, another milestone here on the channel. Then I just want to bring out the fact that we have had live mixing, live EQ, live automation, and live QA sessions here recently, as well as subscriber submitted mixes with professional live feedback. So that's the kind of stuff that we've been doing here on the channel that I feel like are milestones, just providing live feedback for you guys, live mixing tutorials, live EQ. To me, I feel like that's where this channel has kind of shifted, because as much as I like sitting down and making static tutorials, it is so much easier for me to just go through the tutorial live and to answer your questions like right there as you're asking them. It's like, it keeps it front of mind. It's a fresh answer to a fresh video. I really think that's probably going to be the main direction that I take with the channel going forward. I will still have some static tutorials here and there. Don't write those off completely. And I'm still going to have, the podcasts and the interviews of other individuals on here, but I'm not going to be focusing mainly just on static tutorials anymore. It's going to be all of that. So we also had an insightful interview with Matt Boudreau of the Working Class Audio podcast. If you have not checked this podcast out, he interviews some really, really cool people. He just interviewed Brad Wood not too long ago. He's got an interview with Al Schmidt. He's got an interview with Chris Lord Alge. He's got an interview with, it goes on and on. Andrew Sheps, got an interview with Andrew Sheps. Anytime you want to listen to some really geeky audio talk, check his podcast out. You will not be let down. And then I have to take my mug off here so you can see this next one. We also held some other awesome interviews with individuals such as Sam Kanak of the Song Challenges. But he also has audio. Sam, if you're in the chat, man, give a shout out as to what your website is, so people can, I think he talked about jumping on. Anyway, Samuel Kanak has an awesome website. He's on Facebook if you want to go and check him out. And he's doing much like similar things like this, where he's doing Skype sessions and stuff and helping people get their music to sound better as well. We had Bongonzo on the channel as an interview / beat making tutorial. The guy nailed it in an hour. He stinking slayed a beat, taught people how to do it well. Adamental, the same thing. Another, he's a Christian hip hop artist that came on, taught how to make a beat in Cakewalk by BandLab as well, did it on the fly. And we even released that song and had individuals put rap to that song. And so we had Trace the Kid, actually, who is on Twitter. If you want to go and check him out, Trace the Kid took that beat and flipped it and made a song out of it and made it, man, it's fire. You got to go and check that out. And then Mike Enya was also on for another awesome interview, and we just picked his brain and just generally got to know him better, talk to him. So here recently, we released our 50th episode of the Home Studio Simplified podcast. That's been going on now for a long time. A lot of people didn't even know that we had a podcast, but it's been going on now for quite some time. That's a milestone, reaching 50 episodes. Most people, they say with Podburn, usually die out about 10 to 12 episodes in. So that's actually a pretty big milestone. I also created a Facebook group for collaboration efforts amongst other musicians. And if you go to my page, the Home Studio Simplified page on Facebook, you can join that group. There's no, cover cost or anything crazy like that. It's not a real active group as of this moment. There's only 72 members. But I want to eventually turn that into a group where people can come on and talk, much like you do, kind of like with a Discord server or something like that. And so the HSS collab group, you can find that on Facebook and go and join that. And along those same lines, I have developed a growing Patreon community. And within that Patreon community, there is exclusive content. And in fact, we've just added to it. I've been getting my feelers out there, giving some cold call emails, and I just landed a deal where if you sign up for a Patreon account, either $1 a month all the way up to, $1,000 a month, whatever you want to. But even at $1 a month, you're going to have access to downloadable multi-tracks for building your portfolio. These are songs that you can use and publicize and say, I mixed this. You just have to give credit back to where they came from, like most anything. There's also exclusive discounts on gear that I have there for Ghostfire. Ghostfire is a mainly guitar driven right now, but they're kind of starting to move into some other areas. But pedal boards, patch cables, guitar bags, you name it, they've got a lot of cool stuff there. You get exclusive discounts from them just for being a Patreon member. And there's also all of my courses are on there. If you're a $5 a month or more, you get access to all of my courses for free. You can come back and watch them anytime. You don't have to download them on your computer. And then there's also some free cheat sheets. There's an EQ cheat sheet on there that Pirate Beats had recommended that I put on there. So I would really ask that you would go and check out the Patreon page. If not, join, at least just to go and see what it's all about and see if it floats your boat. If it does, super awesome. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. But at any rate, that will help, hopefully, going forward. If I can get enough Patreon members, the goal of my Patreon page is not to create an offset to my income and quit my job and all of that. I just posted the link to the Patreon there in the chat. But the goal, to be perfectly honest, for the Patreon is that if I can reach a $500 a month threshold where I'm getting $500 a month from my Patreon community, I'm going to then take that $500 and amongst the community, we're going to talk about like what would be a piece of gear that you're all kind of like wanting right now. And, maybe by vote or something like that, everybody will say, okay, we're really interested in this. I will then buy that piece of gear with the Patreon funds, do a review on that piece of gear, and then give it back to the Patreon members. So if once we get to that $500 a month threshold, like every single month, we'll have a rotating giveaway just for Patreon members. So the smaller the group, the better, but at the same time, the bigger the group, the better. So if you jump on and you give more, it's going to be less members, but we're still going to reach the threshold. That would be great. But anyway, so that's a little bit about what we have done here on the channel. We've created a lot of milestones. We've done a lot of things, and all of that is, I would be remiss to say that all of that is not possible and has not been possible without you guys. You guys are awesome. And I love each and every one of you. I have taken time out of my family time out of my day. I do work a full-time job. I do have a full-time family. And so by me putting myself out there and getting, feedback back from you guys, it makes it all the worthwhile. And so 5,000 subscribers. This just blows my mind because I was actually picturing this the other day and I'm thinking, to a lot of people, that might not seem like a lot of subscribers. But if you put yourself in a room, and I think Marlon, he sent me a video and even touched on this while I was thinking about it, which was kind of cool. But if you put yourself in a room with 10 people, seems like a lot of people in a room. If you put yourself in a room with 5,000 people, you could fill a high school stadium. That's nuts. So, yeah, or a small concert. Wow. So, man, I don't know how to thank you guys enough. It is just super cool. And along those same lines, I want to give some quick shout outs while I'm here. These are individuals who have just recently either given through Super Chat or they have they've either given through Super Chat or they have been subscribers or have recently subscribed, I should say. So thank you, Heinrich the Guitarist, Thank you, Gerard, for your super chats. That's super awesome. Thank you, Napalm, for subscribing. Ishak, Balaji, I'm going to butcher these names. Mark Hamilton, Mark W, Vinily, that name there. Enthrall, Bruno Scaligion. I shouldn't even try to read these names. This is horrible. At any rate, thank you guys so much for subscribing, and thank you for all of your patronage. Just thank you, each and every one of you, for being awesome. And while we're talking about being awesome, you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to spin the wheel of awesomeness. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. I was waiting for the music. It sounded like it was cutting out on me. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel because we haven't done that. And here we go. All right, a favorite. The Wheel of Awesomeness has spoken. So in the chat, drop what your favorite new piece of gear that you've just recently seen come out. What is your favorite new piece of gear, like something that you're drooling over? Doesn't have to be even like a guitar, just anything, any kind of piece of gear, something you've been salivating over. That would be super cool to know. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get this transition ready for the next portion of the show. RME 9632. Ooh. No other channel has the Wheel of Awesomeness. And there's a reason for that. Melodyne 5. Ooh, yeah, that's definitely on my list. Presonus Atom SQ. Nice. Nice. Good deal. All right. So thank you guys for joining in there and giving some of your favorites. That's very cool. Very, very cool. So I want to do something else now. My wife actually has me a gift for 5,000 crowns. Zave, I'm telling you what. Oops, typo. Roland RD2000 stage piano. Ooh, nice. Got some taste, Craig. Randall says the Presonus IO station USB audio interface just ordered yesterday. Ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. I'm hoping we'll be able to hear some sound clips from that soon, too. Maybe during the next song challenge, which, by the way, during the last song challenge, Gary Brune had won and has not, up until this point, contacted me so that I could give him his winnings. So if anybody knows where Gary Brune is hiding out, have him contact me. White Noise Studio, he says the Ryzen 9. Ooh, yeah, that would be nice. I'm running on a Ryzen 7 right now, so just upgraded to a Ryzen 7. Definitely a big difference, by the way. Or no, I'm on a Ryzen 5, sorry. All right, is it a 7 or a 5? Oh my goodness. I think it is the 7. Yeah, because it didn't have the dual monitor support, I had to... Yes. Okay, anyway. Awesome suggestions there. Going to Ryzen 9 3900 soon. Nice. AMD, yes. I'm an AMD guy myself. A lot of people have said that if you go AMD, it ruins your audio and all this other stuff, that Intel's better for audio. I don't think so. I don't see that happening. In fact, I think AMD has completely crushed the market now that they've come out with the Ryzen series, and now that they've integrated, and they've got all kinds of, they're very innovative. In fact, I think Intel were sitting on their laurels a little bit too long and allowing them to get their ducks in a row, because they thought, well, if they're not going to upgrade, we're not going to upgrade. And now it's at the point where a single coil shape humbucker for my Strat. Warman Guitars has one. You got to check them out. They are called, actually, I might have one here. It's on the guitar at the church. But I can show you kind of like what it looks like. Okay, so this is the drivetrain. It's kind of hard to see. Here, let me take it out of the wrapper. So these are pickups from Warman Guitars I was telling you about. They sent me 3 of these for review. The Quake 3, the Quake 1, and this is called the drivetrain. So this is just one of these is what their single coil humbucker looks like. So literally, this is 2 humbuckers together. This thing has a whopping, I think he said it was 29 ohms, I believe this thing is putting out. It's something crazy. I am really wondering about this one. And they all have 4 wires, so you can split them, run them in parallel. You can run them as single coils. You can do all kinds of cool stuff with them. Now, the Quake 1 looks like your typical humbucker. But if you have not checked out Warman, I'm not endorsed by them. Yes, they send me free stuff to do reviews on, but they're not paying me for that. They're just giving me 29. Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, I can only imagine. I'm probably going to turn my guitar up to like 1 and it's going to blow the speaker out of the neighborhood. I don't know. But at any rate, we're going to go ahead and transition to the next portion of this, which is I'm going to actually show you some really cool video submissions of individuals who have sent in video submissions and audio submissions, which we're going to hear in just a second. And awesome, Zave. You will not be let down. They are not only the most affordable, but they sound the best. I'm not even kidding. Cannot make that up. Goes to 11. Okay, so yeah, I asked on the channel not too long ago, and on the Facebook group, that if anybody would like to send in a video or audio submission just to congratulate me for 5,000, that I would play it here on the stream. And I wanted to go ahead and do that. So, but before we get that, I actually, oddly enough, I think I'm getting a phone call from, oh my goodness. I'm getting a phone call. Ben Grauer, thank you so much for the $25 super chat, man. You are awesome. Guys, you're not going to believe this. I'm getting a phone call from Donald Trump right now. This is, okay, hold on a second. I'm going to go over to Skype. Mr. Trump, are you there?
Congratulations, Robert, on 5,000 subscribers. Your work is amazing. I've seen it myself. It's huge.
Wow.
The growth you've had over the years.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Has been outstanding compared to other competitors. And I know that someday you will be a billionaire like me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Hey, I know that you're busy, so you have a great day. Okay. I'm going to get back to the stream now, but thank you so much. That was, wow. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that. So guys, that's just the kind of stuff that happens, you know? I did not expect a call from our president. I didn't know that he was going to do that. That's so cool that he decided to do that though. But nonetheless, we are going to, check out some videos now from people who have submitted. They have done some awesome stuff on these videos. Now, during this transition, I'm going to actually use this time to transition into where I'm going to have my wife and my son are going to come on. We actually took a vote, and I asked individuals if they would want my wife to come on, and there was like unanimously yet again, I think it was, well, not unanimously, but it was like 98% of everybody said, yes, bring her on. So she has a gift for me. I don't know what it is. I'm going to open it here on the stream. I have no clue what it is. You saw me eating my 5,000 subscriber pie while I was getting the coffee for the coffee cam. But while we're watching this video, we're going to set up that. I'm going to get her in here and my son in here, and we're going to open up this gift together. I don't know what it is yet. So let's go ahead now, though, and just take a look at this video of submissions that individuals have submitted. And that is right. Where is it? Trying to find the video. Okay, there it is. Oh. All right, guys, are you ready? Let's go ahead and check out this video. And yet again, while this video is playing, I'm going to be just preparing for this next portion of the show.
Hope you're doing marvelously well. I just wanted to give you a shout out, Mr. Robert McClellan. Robert has Home Studio Simplified. It is a wonderful, wonderful resource for so many incredible people. And it has just hit a whopping 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Robert. You really deserve it. Have a marvelous time just keeping on, keeping on. Don't stop what you're doing. We love it. And I look forward to your next video release any day soon. Speak to you all soon. Have a marvelous time. Bye.
Rob asked me to write some words on what HSS means to me, so I thought about it long and hard and poured myself some coffee. I took a sip and drew a breath and looked at my PC and thought about all the times that Rob had helped me. He helped me out when my songs sounded rather poor, when he told me to EQ my bass and got my leads to soar.
Hi everybody, it's Warren Hewitt here. I hope you're doing marvelously well. I just wanted to give you a shout out, Mr. Robert McClellan. Robert has Home Studio Simplified. It is a wonderful, wonderful resource for so many incredible people. And it has just hit a whopping 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, Robert. You really deserve it. Have a marvelous time just keeping on, keeping on. Don't stop what you're doing. We love it. And I look forward to your next video release any day soon. Speak to you all soon. Have a marvelous time. Bye.
Rob asked me to write some words on what HSS means to me, so I thought about it long and hard and poured myself some coffee. I took a sip and drew a breath and looked at my PC and thought about all the times that Rob had helped me. He helped me out when my songs sounded rather poor, when he told me to EQ my bass and got my leads to soar. He steered my feet onto the path where mixers feared to tread, so now when people hear my songs, their ears haven't bled. He brought a light and a lot of fun. I love it, yes I do. Even when he starts going on about squirrels and their poo. He's taken us under his wing and given us stuff for free. But what I really love about this is the true sense of community.
Hi, Marlon here of the White Noise Studio. Rob, congrats on the 5,000 subscribers. That's quite an effort. Just imagine standing in front of 5,000 people in a room. That is how big it is. Keep going, you're an inspiration. 10,000 subscribers next.
Today I would like to congratulate my friend and awesome musician and producer Robert McClellan with getting 5,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Robert is a really awesome guy who does very informative and helpful tutorials about mixing and sound production in Cakewalk. Also, Robert is a very good and supportive friend. Huge congrats, Robert, on getting 5,000 subs. I wish you only the best and huge success.
Hey Robert, it's Chris Knowles, man. I just wanted to give you a quick video here on hitting 5,000 subscribers, man. That's an awesome thing. And shoot, I'm lucky if I can get 5 people to listen to me at any given time. But man, you are an inspiration, and I love your heart. I love what you do with Cakewalk, man. It's a great tool, and I think it's very underappreciated and undervalued in the DAW community. I've been using it since it was Sonar version 1, and I've always loved it. I think that what Cakewalk did with it, you know, for the community was an awesome thing. And you know, granted, when they sold it to Gibson, we thought it was going belly up, and then BandLab came in and rescued it. I'll leave my thoughts on BandLab maybe for another time, man. But you know what they've done with the tool and the way they've kept it going is awesome. And man, if it wasn't for people like you, nobody would know about it, and nobody would know what a great tool it is and how you can do pro level stuff with it. So man, keep it up. Congratulations, buddy. And you know, if you do a 5,000 subscriber celebration online, man, I hope I can join. You know, I work a real job. Studio stuff is my hobby. But hey, man, I love you, bro. I love your heart, and I love what you do. I love your music and everything about what you do, man, and who you are. And it's a pleasure to know you. And maybe we can get a chance to collaborate and do some cool stuff in the future. So good luck, man, and congratulations. Peace out.
Hey, what is up, guys? Bonguns here, and I'm from the Bonguns YouTube channel. And I really learned a lot of mixing tips and tricks and workflow stuff around Cakewalk from HSS channel. And also, I really subscribe her because he's just a great blessing to me and the rest of the Cakewalk community. Keep up your positive attitude. Thank you so much, dude.
Morning. I want to give a shout out this morning to Home Studio Simplified owner, operator, Robert McLennan. Thank you, Robert, for your encouragement to each of us as musicians to do better, to mix better, and sound better. I appreciate it. If y'all would, just go by and subscribe to Home Studio Simplified on YouTube. Thank you.
Hey, this is just a quick video for Robert from Home Studio Simplified. This is Mark Burkstaller out in Northern California with my COVID-19 hairdo. I just wanted to congratulate you on achieving a milestone and people following your page. Robert's page has been really helpful to me in learning how to use Cakewalk by BandLab. It was an invaluable resource early on, and so there you go. Congratulations, Robert. Good for you.
Hey Robert, congratulations on reaching 5,000 subscribers for your YouTube channel, Home Studio Simplified. What can I say? You've created a successful online community for electronic musicians where we can all come together to interact, share ideas, and listen to your copious amounts of knowledge that benefits our creativity. You've always been quick to provide effective solutions to user-end problems, knowledge to nurture musicians' acumen for the Cakewalk software, and you're eager to lend a helping hand, which you did for me over Skype to help me out of a software hardship that I was having. I can only say that because of your dedication to helping others, 5,000 loyal subscribers should not come as a surprise to you. And I'm sure that if your audience had half the positive impact on your life as you have had on ours, we would all be truly grateful. On behalf of my company, Garden Wall Music, which also benefited from your expertise, I wish you continued success. I'll see you online, buddy.
Home Studio Simplified. What's up, man? Hey, man, it's your boy X.E.L.O. You can just call me X. for short. It's easier to say when you see me in the chats. I'll be in your chats. I'll be on your page. I'll be watching your moves. I love what you're doing, man. You do a great job at teaching people the simple basics of how to get things the way they want it to sound. And that's my goal as a YouTuber as well, is to get people to understand and see how to use programs and get what they want out of it. And you do that every time I see a video on your channel. So congrats to you, man. And thanks for having this celebration for you, man. Like I said, once again, it's X. Peace.
Hey, congrats on 5,000 subscribers, man. That's pretty awesome. That's a really big milestone. So congratulations to you. I just want to say thanks for, all the help that you provide to me and everybody in the community, really. Like, you've given us a lot of encouragement and given us a great place to come hang out and just get feedback from each other. And so I just want to say personally, thanks for your time, thanks for all you do, and congratulations, Robert.
Hi there, I'm Michael Katkerman from Holland. You know me maybe as Micah. Call me Micah, that's a lot easier. I came to this channel because I thought that Home Studio Simplified had a lot of good courses, and it was helpful for me, and I hope you continue the good work, Robert, and let's go rocking, and let the channel grow.
Hi, my name is James Sheets, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Robert McClellan over at Home Studio Simplified, who recently achieved the landmark of 5,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel. Wow, what an achievement. Not simply because of the numbers, but because of the quality. You see, Robert's been able to pull together a community of passionate enthusiasts who are committed to encouraging one another, to sharing one another's experiences, both good and bad, and helping each other solve their problems so that they can all together as a team can dream, create, and achieve. Congratulations, Robert, and here's to the next 5,000.
Hi there, Ed from edthorne.com. If you use Cakewalk by BandLab, then Robert's channel, Home Studio Simplified, is the place to be. Rob's videos are incredibly detailed, thorough, very well presented tutorials on how to use and make the most out of Cakewalk. If you don't know what Cakewalk is and you're looking for a quality digital audio workstation, Cakewalk by BandLab is a free software, and everything you need to know about it and how to use it is on Rob's channel. Rob, congratulations on 5,000 subscribers. That's a great achievement. All the best, and I will catch you soon.
Hey, Robert. What's up, man? I miss you. Little birdie messaged me and told me about your 5,000 subscribers to your channel. Wow, that's a lot of folks. But it's really no shock to me that you've reached that number. You're a passionate guy about music, a lot of other things, but just to keep it to music, your studio and recording and the audio knowledge that you have, that just the little bit that you've passed along to me, I can't imagine how many others, of these 5,000 and others that have probably seen a lot of your videos have learned from you. You make it real easy to understand. The time, it's been a few years back, but when I got to record in your studio, your old studio, actually, your smaller studio, and how memorable that experience is to me. I can't thank you enough for helping me bring these songs that I wrote throughout my early 20s, even into just a few years back that I wrote, a 15-year span of songs, and we picked 4 that I really wanted to record, and I had a blast. I learned so much from that experience, just getting in there, and I, didn't really know what to expect when I got there, and you just made it it was just awesome. Just having laughs, getting serious at times, but it was always relaxed, and that was the big thing, when you're singing your songs and you're playing your music for others to hear. You want it to mean something to others. You want them to hear that passion, and you nailed it with your recording style and the way you produced those songs. I'm so proud of those songs. I play them for family and friends, neighbors that have asked, what kind of music do you play? And I said, well, here, let me pull out my phone here real quick and and play you a little bit. And they really are impressed, and it's all due to you, helping me realize what my music could be. Thanks so much, man. I'm forever in your debt for that. And keep doing it, keep going. 5,000 could turn into 10,000. I have no doubt that your passion for audio and recording and the studio process, it's great, and I enjoy all that you do, man. So take care, and congrats.
Hello, this is Julia Bowling with Don's Harvest YouTube channel and Win Music, and I want to congratulate Robert McClellan on reaching his 5,000 subscriber milestone. Woohoo! That is very awesome. We're so proud of you. My story is 4 years ago when I said yes to God's call back to songwriting, something I didn't expect to do. and began to create some small demos on my husband's and my small home studio. I really appreciated Robert's knowledge and his expertise and his willingness to share that. But even more importantly, I appreciated his humility and his heart for God and his passion for what he does. It shines through in everything he does. And later we had the opportunity to hire Robert to do some instrumentation on one of our songs, and he brought excellence to that and improved the quality of that definitely. So Robert, congratulations on reaching your 5,000 member milestone, and we pray God's blessings on all of your future endeavors, and 5,000 is just the start.
Hi everyone, I'd just like to give a shout out to Robert for reaching your whopping 5,000 subscribers. Congratulations, man. It must take a lot of dedication and commitment to produce your videos, you know, without fail. They are so easy to follow. I love that you're using Cakewalk. I mean, I've been using Cakewalk for some time. I am a beginner, please don't get me wrong, I'm no pro by any means. That's why I'm watching your videos. But it's great. I mean, we spent that week ago 2 hours on Skype. I mean, just having a conversation with you, what compressors you use, what EQs you use. I was on my way to spend money to purchase outboard hardware, and your advice was don't spend money. First learn what you have. Every door comes standard with standard plugins, standard compressors and EQs. Sure, EQs and compressors have their own sound, but if you're a beginner like me, you know, use what you have, learn compressors, learn an EQ. That was Robert's advice, before you run around and impulsively spend money. But Robert, once again, congratulations. I wish you all the success in the world. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we are back now. Thank you, everybody that submitted those videos. You guys are awesome. It looks like Craig's got to go. We'll see you later, Craig. Thanks for being on, buddy. So yeah, I'm sitting here with my family now. I'm going to try to keep this microphone in the middle. It may be kind of hard to hear everybody, so I'll try to keep it turned up as much as I possibly can to try to get everybody in here. This is my son, Alakai. He's going to be 13 in September. And this is my wife, Shanna. She's going to be 48. And no, just kidding. Just kidding. I always try to give her a hard time about that. Because she keeps trying to put me older, you know, whenever we talk to other people too. So, but we all are here to celebrate today, and I guess my wife has a gift for me.
Yep.
I had no idea that she was going to do this, so this is kind of cool.
It's just something small, but we're pretty proud of you. Something to enjoy.
What? Oh my goodness. Death Wish coffee. So anybody that's on the channel at any given time, Bop Studio says she's going to slap you. Anybody that's on the channel at any given time, they know how much I love coffee. So this coffee, if I'm not mistaken, isn't this the stuff that's like deadly strong? I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, like this is the stuff that's got like, I think it's like 2 or 3 times the caffeine. So, wow. And they'll go in my coffee maker that's in there. And it looks like I got something else here. What's this? It's YouTube Red.
It kind of goes with the coffee. You'll understand.
Oh, sweet. Oh, look, it's a Minecraft cup. Minecraft TNT. So for those of you that also have been on the channel long enough to watch the gear reviews of, like, I don't know, guitar pedals and stuff like that, one of the most commented things I get on my gear reviews of guitar pedals is nice socks. because I have all these funky socks, and a lot of them are themed around video games and stuff like that because I love old retro games. And
Someone says death never tasted so good.
I love lattes. 2,000 synops per second. Oh, nice. Audio Sound Mentor. Hey, nice to see you here, buddy. I think that's the first time I've seen you ever actually comment. That's cool.
I think I've seen Justin say hello. Hi, Justin.
Awesome. And then Mark George says you'll be buzzing for hours. Micah says, good job, son. Man, thank you guys so much for the very cool coffee cup. She's a little bit too far of a distance here to hug her.
Distance.
But yeah, so very cool little, kind of hard to figure out. Very cool little gift from the family for 5,000 subs. I will more than likely be breaking into this later tonight because I drink more than 6 cups of coffee a day. Now, I think I've actually taken it down now to like
Maybe this will take you down to 1.
Maybe. We'll see. But also, if you guys are interested and you would like to check out my son's channel, he has a YouTube channel that he started because shortly after Dad started his, like father, like son, he wanted to have his own YouTube channel. He's got a lot of really cool stuff for gaming on there, and he does toy reviews. So he's kind of doing the similar thing that I'm doing, only more of a kid-centric type thing. Super cool. Big congrats to him. By the way, he just passed 132 subscribers. So,
Okay.
where's 133 now?
Yeah, it's 133.
133. He's not going to let me forget that extra one. And he actually had a company already reach out to him for a toy review. So that is super cool. And he just reviewed a remote control boat. So that was super cool. His channel is called Bubbalooski. You can check that out. If you go to my channel on the far right-hand side, you'll see 2 channels that I feature on my channel. The first one is called Finish the Park. That is a channel that I started last year, about mid of last year. And a local skate park has not been completed now for over 10 years. It's a memorial skate park. And so me and my family all took it upon ourselves to fundraise and to try to help get some community involvement around getting that skate park finished because the kids really need it. And so if you'd like to go and check out that channel too, you can see all of the young people there giving their what the skate park means to them and stuff like that. So, but on the right-hand side there, you'll see Finish the Park, and then you'll see my son's channel just underneath that as a featured channel. So you can go and check that out. And just real quickly, I'll let you know, like anytime that he gets a subscriber, he goes crazy. I mean, literally, it's like, I just got a subscriber.
I don't get that very many.
So he gets really excited about it. So if you guys would be so kind, you know, I know that most of you are you know, my age, so, or even older or younger, but I know that most of you also do have kids. So if you have kids, you can be sure to tune into his channel. He does gaming stuff and stuff that they might like. So, apart from that, I do have another channel called Mockingbird Studio, which I real shortly kind of plugged last time, letting you know that I'll be showcasing some music on there, not just my own, but your music as well here in the near future. So you guys are more than welcome to go and subscribe to that. But guys, this has been so awesome. Thank you all so much for showing up. It's not completely over yet because I am still going to do a few more things, but I am going to go ahead and transition now and allow them to sort of exit stage left. But thank you guys so much. And thank you guys so much. I did not, I mean, I expected coffee.
You won't die.
Death Wish coffee. 5,000 subscribers. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm starting to see a trend here.
Yes. You get it now?
Starting to see a trend here. TNT, Death Wish, and she just took out a large insurance settlement on me.
Really?
Really, guys? There's something going on here. If I'm not back on the stream within a few days, you all know what happened. No, I'm sure that I can completely trust her with my life. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been married to her for the last 13 years. So, and it's had its ups and downs, but we love each other very much. We love the children that we have made. Look at this child. Look at him. Him's a handsome boy. Where's our cat at? We need to get our cat. Come here, girly. You guys want to see the studio cat? Let's check out the studio cat.
I do play Sherlock Holmes. I like that.
And here's the studio cat. This is our other child. That's why I said children. So this is Charlotte. My son Alakai named her. Yes. She hates being picked up. But this is Charlotte, also known as Girly. That's what we call her all the time. Girly, you want to say hi to the streamers?
Say hi.
Say hi, Girly.
Hi. What are you going to say, Girly?
Yeah, she hates being picked up. Normally, she'll pretty much like talk on command. Yep. You can just say, "Hey, Girly," and she'll meow. Especially when there's food involved.
What are you doing?
There she goes. Probably couldn't hear her, though. At any rate, I'm going to give them a chance to exit stage left. And while they are doing that, Zave says, my cat is here watching. We got 3 cats, and they all hate cuddles. What is the deal with that? Yeah, she's the same way. Like, she doesn't want to be... Does Girly have a YouTube channel?
That's a good idea.
We need to make a channel for Girly. That'd be a great idea. So I'm going to give them a chance to exit stage left. Until then... we're going to kind of transition from there. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out once again to those individuals. And here they are. All right, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can get these. There we go. Got the headphones on again with the party hat. There we go. Maybe I could do like 2 of them on each side. Do like a Princess Leia type thing. I don't know. At any rate, guys, it has been awesome. I hope that you enjoyed the live stream today. At the last of this, though, we're going to do exactly what we always do. I want to make sure that I'm providing value every time that I jump on here. And as much as I appreciate you guys hopping on and celebrating with me, and I hope that it's been at least entertaining, if nothing else, I do want to still provide some value for you too. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and open it up for some questions now. And I know we had 1 or 2 earlier that was based on the chat's not showing up. That's weird. Where did it go? So we had 1 or 2 a minute ago based on Cakewalk by BandLab. Someone had asked if the desktop version was good. For some reason, the chat box isn't showing up. Let's see if I can get it to... Okay. And obviously, too, we still have to announce the winners of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So we want to do that, too. There we go. Good deal. I do have a question, and I don't know if anyone can answer. Well, let's try it out. Go ahead and ask your question at Bops Studios. Mark George says, when do we get sausage rolls? That actually sounds really good. However, I did just eat. My incredibly gorgeous and beautiful wife, who happens to be sitting in the same room, she she just made me a steak dinner to celebrate as well. right before I had that pie. And man alive, I'm telling you what, steak, I had to turn that speaker off. Steak, sweet potato, what was it? Macaroni and cheese, grilled onion and bell peppers. Man alive, it was good. So Bop's Studio says Scarlett ADAT output. Randall Hibbard, are you doing the 24-hour thing? You know, I had tossed that up in the air and thought about it. And the more that I thought about it, I thought there is no way. Micah says a stakeout. Okay, so here's the question from Bop Studios. Now, if I can't answer it, you guys are going to have to help me here. Does the Scarlett ADAT out send strictly digital to a PCI card? Wow, that is a good question. My first inclination would be to answer yes, but it depends on what the PCI card is, because I know that there are some older PCI cards that will not receive ADAT at all. So if you have the right PCI card, I'm almost positive that it will. So Mark George says you can do the 24-hour thing with Death with Coffee. Secondary, if you chained to an Octopree, will I get 16 tracks? Yes, that is the way that it works. I do believe so. In fact, I think there's even a video on YouTube. I'd have to find that again, but I'm almost positive there's a video on YouTube where there's a gentleman who uses 2 Octoprees together in tandem, and he does get 16 tracks from that and shows you exactly how to set it up too. So if I can find that video later, I'll try to remember and post that link. But yeah, awesome questions. Awesome questions. Good to know that you guys still did have some questions, that you weren't totally inundated with everything that just took place. I know it's quite a bit to take in. Another thing that I wanted to make mention of that I have not spoke of as of yet is the fact that I'm posting this right now in the chat. I just posted a sign up for session players. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a core group of individuals who are good at instruments. They'll sign up through this document that I've just given you. And then anytime I get a project shoved my way, or anytime that you get a project that you're working on, and you're thinking, man, I would really like to have a real bassist or some real drums recorded, or maybe I need some guitar work on here, you'll be able to come to me and I'll be able to showcase different session players. I'm going to call them HSS session players. So you won't necessarily work for me. I'll just kind of be the middleman so that you don't have to share your email with other individuals unless you absolutely want to. But then I will have access to everybody who's on that list, what they play and how much they charge. And then basically from there, if someone wants your services, I'll send you their way. And you guys can talk about pricing and all of that stuff. That can all be worked out on your end. But I'll just kind of be the middleman to kind of help gather everybody together and to help one another on projects. So feel free to sign up there if you have an instrument that you like to play. It'd be a great collaboration idea. Exactly, Bop Studios. And then also too, we can share the work. So if you guys have work that you're doing and you want to share the wealth and get a live session guitarist, a session bassist, whatever, someone that you can trust, everybody can kind of come back here for that hub community factor and find them here. So if you could have a MIDI controller that allows you to control your DAW, which features would you like it to have? So the MIDI controller that I currently use, which is also it's the big brother to the one that Mark George uses, is this here. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's the M Audio Oxygen 49. The thing that I love about it is the fact that it's got faders and it's got knobs, all of which can be mapped to different things within Cakewalk by BandLab. You can use the ACT feature, map anything to it, and use it inside your DAW like a real mixing board and still have the full function of the MIDI part of the keyboard as well. So, and I do have in one of my kits, which I'll post a link to that right now. If I can find it right There. Okay, so posting in the chat right now. This will send you to my kit.co. And within that separate webpage there, you're going to see all kinds of recommendations for gear that you can buy. And this is on there. And those are affiliate links, by the way. So I will get a small amount of commission off of that sale at no additional cost to you. All right, so let's go ahead and announce the winners now of the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. And before we even get to that point, let's go ahead and spin the wheel of awesomeness one more time. Boom. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the wheel of awesomeness. That's right. Spin the wheel and see what happens. And here we go. Thank you, Mark George. You are awesome. All right. Trivia. Ooh. Anybody ready for some trivia? All right. Let's see what kind of trivia we can pull out here. Thank you so much, Mark George, for the super chat, man. You're crushing it today. So I'm going to try to pull up some. I want to really get a juicy one today. The last few that I've done have kind of been a little easy, honestly. And the cat is getting like wild in the corner of the room. She must have had her 15 minutes of fame, and now she. Okay. Ooh, okay. This could be a tricky one. Yeah, I don't know if much people would know that though. Let's try. Oh, here's one. This could be cool. Okay, so the theme song to the 1990s Fox network television sitcom Get a Life was performed by who? Was it U2, Green Day, the Beach Boys, or REM? There's your trivia for the day. Now she's a diva. Zave Ryan, thank you so much, buddy. Another super chatter. You guys have been crushing it with the super chats today. You guys are awesome. And remember, each time that you give one of those super chats, you are helping to promote more giveaways. So you guys are crushing the, oh my goodness. Yeah, like everybody is getting it right. Bob Studios, I'm assuming he meant to put an M on the end of there. REM, yes. Ramstein. Oh yeah, you guys are right. It was REM. The opening sequence to the hilarious Get a Life featured the memorable rock song Stand by REM. Oh yeah, I forgot to have the buzzer. You're right. Didn't have a time on that. Oh well. All right, so let's check out and see who won. I'm sure everybody's anxious to see this. So we're going to go over to the screen now. So for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, first and foremost, you had to be a subscriber, obviously. For the first prize winner will get a set of awesome mixing and tracking headphones from Maono. And every time I say it, I got to say it that way for some reason. My Compression Simplified course, Creating a Song Step-by-Step video course, and a sweet HSS t-shirt. Second prize will get Compression Simplified and a sweet t-shirt. Third prize, my Creating a Song Step-by-Step video course and a sweet t-shirt. So first place winner was Toby W. Second place winner, Martin S. And third place winner was Alexei Soloviv. Congratulations to each of you. I have already sent you an email with your download links to the courses, and I have also sent you a link for the form to fill out so that you can give me your shirt size and your address. Now, moving forward on farther down here, I went ahead and had 3 more winners just because I felt like it. So Andreas A., Michael D., and Timothy R. That's actually Timothy Reynolds, who is he's no stranger here on the channel as well. He also all these 3 individuals also won a copy of the Creating a Song Step-by-Step video course. No t-shirts for these individuals, but at least they won something. It was only supposed to be 3 winners, and I went ahead and picked 6 just because I don't know why. Feeling generous, I guess. Alexi says, that's great. I won my first giveaway this year. Last year, I won around 20 giveaways. Well, congrats, man. You definitely deserve it. Really? Zave, I'm telling you what, you're cruising for a bruising, buddy. Mark George, is that because you like honey? Oh, yeah. Nice. Mark George. If any of you winners don't need this stuff, PM me. Bob Studios. Bringing the jokes. All right, guys. Well, it has been a blast. You guys have been so awesome. So much generosity shown. You can see by the amount of video submissions that I got just how awesome people are. And I am set on my heels. I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve everything that I've been given. I don't. You guys are just so awesome. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words, which is rare. I'm trying not to get all emotional on you guys right now. But anyway, if you guys, Micah says he just wants tutorials. Nice. Micah, you know what? If you sign up for a $5 a month Patreon membership, I believe it is, you will get those tutorials. And you'll also get tons of other stuff. Or if you hang out on the channel long enough, you'll end up getting them for free anyway. So thank you guys so much for all of... Alexa, you are so nice. Thank you so much. Randall, thank you so much. Mark, you're awesome. Bops Studios, Micah, Tone Mangler, man, you guys are just awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. I love you guys too. That's fine, Micah. You know what? Micah, if money is tight right now, you know what? Go ahead and send me an email. And I'll hook you up with a course. You're always on here anyway. I'd be happy to do that for you. Let me know which one you'd like. And then send me an email and I'll send you one. Free of charge. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. This has been a blast. I've had so much fun. And I'm waiting, seriously waiting. There's some other good things in the works. And I can't divulge too much information right now. But there's going to be some really cool things coming up soon. So stay tuned. If you have not liked this video, go ahead and like it. Make sure to share this kind of stuff with your friends if this is something you think they would like. I pretty much covered everything that happens on the channel here today in a nutshell. And remember to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, click the bell icon so that every time I go live, you'll be the first to be notified. Guys, just continue to be awesome. And also, if you have not joined the Facebook group over there, check that out. HSS Collab. Thank you, Justin. I appreciate it, man. To the next 5,000. Y'all rock. Robert, thanks so much for everything. Love to the family. You're a lucky man. I'm a blessed man. I believe in luck to a certain extent, but I believe that the blessings of the Lord is what maketh a man rich and increaseth no sorrow with it. Thank you so much, though, Zave. You're an awesome individual. I appreciate you. So yeah, before I get too emotional here, guys, you all have an awesome day. I love each and every one of you. Justin, we need to get together. He lives just right down the road. We need to get together and jam again sometime soon. If not live together, we need to get on a Skype call or something. But yeah, each and every one of you have a special place in my heart. I love each and every one of you, and I want to help each and every one of you to grow. And I know that you want to do the same for me. And that's what I love about each and every one of you too. So until next time, guys, you all have a blessed day. And remember that this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. We can dream alone, we can create alone, but together we can achieve so much more. God bless, guys. I'll talk to you later.